Are we live? We are live. やってます。Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. おはよう、こんにちは、そしてこんばんは、皆さん。Here we are again with the weekly stream. Yes. 週2回の配信を始めたいと思います。翻訳配信ということになります。It's a translation live stream. As everybody knows, the usual drill. Here we are again. Wrong one. That's not what we're translating. That is Dungeon Busters, which went live yesterday. Did you guys like it? Oh yeah, I should stop speaking Japanese. that's not the language in the stream. Wrong language. Go to the settings, click English, and yep, you're good. This is Dungeon Busters, and it went live yesterday. How many of you read it? What did you think? I hope you liked it. Today, as always, we are doing Secret Org, Volume 4 and Chapter 2. I shouldn't say always, but like that's what we're doing today. Times New Roman, blah, 12 font. And then let's make this top one heading 1. Change it back to Times New Roman. Don't know why Arial. Arial is my second favorite, I guess. Because I'm boring like that. I am boring like that. But Times New Roman is where I am. Because I used it to make, reports all throughout school, right? So that's the only one that I know, to be honest. And then for the memes, I know about Comic Sans. But otherwise, I don't know any of the other fonts. No, I don't know any of them. Original looks good, maybe. Anyways, we're not here to talk fonts. We are here to translate. Chapter 2. 70年の歴史を持つ高貴な血筋。大きい。Noble. Ketsuji, blood. Hold on a moment. Am I not live? Hold on. No, looks like we should be fine, I think. Yes. No, the laptop that I used to keep track of my stream apparently got disconnected from Wi-Fi. Poor thing. Anyways, here we go. Ketsuji lineage. Noble lineage. With 70 years of history. Go. That's the title setup. Now let's get the Here we go. Get this set up. Now we can start. 古代遺跡の捏造で一番最初に問題になるのは何か? Where did my thing go? What is the biggest obstacle in fabricating an ancient ruin? それは土地の確保である。would be the kakuho of the tochi. That would be the procuring. That would be procuring the land for it. Yeah. まさか東京の地下に遺跡を捏造するわけにもいかない。We couldn't very well dig out a ruin underneath the city of Tokyo. めっちゃくちゃ楽しそうではあるが、地下に移設された電線、埋設された電線とか上下水道とか地下鉄とかあるからね。東京地下は全容を把握している人がいないくらい複雑だから、下手に手を加えるとひどいことになりそう。Couldn't very well dig out the land. Very well dig under Tokyo, underneath the city of Tokyo. What's with no. The idea sounded like a ton of fun, but what's with the cables and the sewage system and with the cables, sewage system, 地下鉄、underground trains, underground subways. Let's call them subways because underground train is just weird. Who says underground train? Subways. With the cables, search system, subway system, and everything else buried down there, just so that we don't use the word underneath again. Let's break the sentence apart. Of course, the idea sounded like a ton of fun. However, with all the cables, sewage system, subway system, and everything else buried down there, it was said that nobody had a clear. Nobody knew for sure. Haku. If there's good suggestion for Haku. Thorough understanding. Nobody had a complete grasp. Nobody had a complete grasp of this is where I want to use everything buried down there here, but it's toka あるからね。toka means that we have to put something. Because there's a toka, it means that this list is not exhaustive, right? The densen, the joge suido, and the chikatetsu, toka. So it means this is not an exhaustive list. Aside from these three things, there are other things which are not specified. unspecified other things that also make up this list. So we need to add something to the list. However, with the cable, search system, subway system, the area underground. Underneath. If I 下手に手を加えると if I messed about with it, if I messed about it with it randomly, if I randomly messed with it,ひどいことになる. There was no telling what problems, how badly I could cause. Could very well cause a catastrophe. だからひどいことになっても大丈夫な土地を確保する。それが最初のです。That's why I needed to procure land that was safe to dig into. That was step 1. その後に調達は冠城さんの専門で、また出費や手配を頼もうとしたんだが、静かに怒られた。さすがの冠城さんも闇の秘密結社、月森設立に関係出費で資金不足なのだ。This was actually Kaburagi-san's area of expertise, and I had wanted to ask her to pay for it. To finance it, to finance it, and to finance and tehai it. Finance and arrange it. Finance and arrange everything, but she was pissy. No, 静かに怒られた. She was still mad at me. She was still mad at me. さすがの冠城さんも闇に資金不足な。 was still, not to mention that her capital was still quite drained because of everything that had happened with setting up of the dock organization of Uyomi. 東京都心に飛行機が墜落し、あわやというところで超能力者たちが大惨事を回避した全日影車羽田発北海道何That's probably not a dictionary thing, that's probably a Google thing. 北海道だこれ何場所 Google マップないのなんでこれ羽田ですよね。これ羽田。これは羽田。羽田空港。or 羽田料理。I think I saw 羽田料理。This is 羽田空港。Obviously. 羽田発。So that means it starting from. So it's like departure was 羽田。北海道。なんちゃらなんちゃらなんちゃら空港行き。Departure is Haneda, and then arrival is supposed to be Hokkaido. This yo. What is these? Partial match. Hokkaido. That's only half the match. Airports in Hokkaido. Need it in kanji. Hokkaido. 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 Fuko. Aru. Oh. Dude, this talk got 9 now. Yeah. Let me see. That's it. Nothing matched. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Looks like this is a made-up airport then. Right? Hokkaido, Fuko, Nisu, Lis. Iran. Nani kono namai? Nani kono namai? An airport full of women. I don't understand. Not sure I want to understand. What is this airport? What? This airport is ass deep. Deep in your ass airport. What? Why? Oh boy. All right, looks like it's a made up airport. Yeah. All right, let's so we gotta do it ourselves. So hane da, right? So this is hane. Hane. Let's look for onyomi. Ke. Hane ke. This is a word. Umo. Umocha. Umocha かな。おもちゃにしましょう。羽毛 family どうでもいいかな。はもげ。はけ山。はけ茶。はけ茶。はけ茶。よ。結構どうでもいい。It doesn't really matter. We're wasting too much time on this. Hanegecha. Hakecha. Let's make it hakecha. It seems to flow off the tongue better. So we're gonna. So this is the hake yama. So we're taking this hake and then we're adding the cha, whatever. Hake cha airport. Okay, and then we gotta keep working on this sentence because it's using all these things. Boniku. Let's say bon. Bon って何？zen。全肉 I randomly get things like this like a ton of time 違うのこれこの全備げちゃ。Oh, here we go. はげちゃ。はげちゃ。ああ、違う。はげちゃ。全肉。はげちゃ事件。はげちゃだったんですよね。ああ、はげちゃじゃなくて、はげちゃですね。なるほど。でも、これでもどういう意味かわかんない。なんで禅なの Dhyana Profound Meditation Zen priest, Zen nun, Zendo, Zen everything is just Zen. Obviously not what we want here. Oh, you know what? Take this. Bring it to Google. Zennichi. Imi. Please. 神の言葉。全然 I cannot sing that song super fast but it's a nice song. Zen. It's from Your Name for those who don't know. As you know what? Fuck it. We've wasted so much time on this. Fuck it. We're gonna do our own English thing. there was the Hanegecha incident. That's what we're gonna call it. That is what we're gonna call it. So called because it was a flight flying from Haneda Airport to Tokyo Haneda Airport to the Hokkaido Kagecha Airport, where a plane crashed into the heart of Tokyo and barely avoided Daisanji. Barely avoided catastrophe. Are we using the word catastrophe again? A horrible tragedy. Oh, horrible tragedy. Thanks to last minute intervention by謎の爆発と光が七条寺も7対3に終わって分けた通称73分け追加And there was the 7-3 incident where mysterious explosions and lights ended up splitting Shijojima. I cannot spell Shijojima. Shijojima Island into Wait. 70% and 30%. Oh, hi there, Lord Ducky. Welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reading and thank you for coming to watch. Where their mysterious explosions and lights ended up splitting Shichijojima into 70 and 30%. Into half. It's not half. Does it have to be half if I say that I split something into half? Does it have to be half and half? Or can it be 70 and 30? Splitting Shichijojima Island into 70 and 30. Between 70 and 30. Into 7/10 and 3/10. A third. What is a third? A third is 1/3. That's not right. Into 7 and 3/10. 7 and 3/10. I feel like that means something else, doesn't it? Into two pieces of 70% and 30% of the whole. You know what? Let's do that. I can't think of a better way to word it. Oh. That is a good idea. Into 70-30. Yeah, I like that. Thanks, Ducky. Yeah, no, it's not 1/3. I suck at math, but I'm not that bad at 2つの大事件の後始末を丸投げしたらいくら冠城さんでも限界は来る。After having left the 後始末 cleanup of both incidents, after having left all of the cleanup of after having left Kaburagi-san with all the cleanup of both incidents, even she had hit her limits. すごい人だから忘れがちだが、冠城さんも一人の人間に過ぎない。It was easy to forget sometimes, but even Kaburagi-san was a human. 金は無限に湧いて出ないのだ。And money didn't just grow on trees. むしろよく一個人の資産と能力で事態を収集できたなと感心する。やつてたどって使える人は使い倒したんだろうけど、むしろよく一人の資産と能力で事態を収集できたと。Rather, I was very, very impressed. This sounds a bit haughty, so we're gonna have to fix this later, but let's put this like this. Very impressed with how she managed to to end everything, to put a bow on everything, to bring everything under control, to bring everything back under control using the her personal assets, her personal fortune, her personal using the assets and influence of a single person. Well, I'm sure she Sky Tausnan. She used people to their death, not to the death. Sky Taos. There we go. She squeezed the most out of everyone that most out of are her connections. So, I'm sure she squeezed the most out of every single one of her connections. The most out of every single one of her connections. So that, that makes it sound more, it gives it a bit more oomph than just the all. So, well, I'm sure she squeezed the most out of every single one of her connections, but still. Now let's look for a better word than impressed. That sounds less, from a superior perspective. Fascinated? Not really. Enamored? No. It was like, oh my god, how did you do it? Wow. I don't know. I think I'll leave this for later, for when I edit the thing. I might have a better idea when I look at it with fresh eyes. That is important. 七丈島はかつて超水球が出現した海域に近く、すでにオカルト、オカルト界隈だけでなく一般常識レベルで世界屈指のパワースポット扱いされ注目を集めている。With how close, with its proximity to where the previous super water sphere incident took place, Chichijojima Island was fast becoming known as a so-called power spot, not only among the occult community but the world at large. 国の調査隊も入り、島が割れた原因が不明であることから危険性を考慮し立ち入り禁止した。The Japanese government also deployed 調査隊 an investigative team Yeah, a research team, investigative team, a survey team. Also deployed. Survey team and citing the possible danger and citing possible danger resulting from the as yet unknown reason for the island's split. Declared the area strictly off limits, citing possible danger resulting from the possible remaining danger 原因が不明であることから危険性を考慮しdanger I'll leave it like this for now. 極秘情報だが一度島が持ち上げられひっくり返って割れた関係で地下深くの鉱脈がむき出しになり資源に貧しい日本への恵みとなる新たな採掘。Really? How to do this? 極秘情報だがthere were top secret reports about how this doesn't make sense because this is talking about 一度島が持ち上げられひっくり返って割れた、which means the entire island got picked up and then turned over and then split in half. But you can't lift up an island. You lift up part of an island. You can break the island and lift it up. You can't lift up the island, turn it over, and then break it. Hey L, how you doing? You do CS homework. What's CS homework? Computer science? L, CS mobile. That's a CS:GO. Is your homework to play CS:GO? There were top secret reports about how the island had been computer science. I guessed right. Yeah. What do you mean I hold all knowledge? Google holds all knowledge. I don't even know what CS:GO homework is supposed to be, man. Top secret reports about how the island had been due to the way the island had been broken. There were actually top secret reports about ore veins that had become closed. I have Google and therefore I hold all knowledge. Then you have all knowledge too, because you have Google too. Everybody has Google. Well, okay, except for China, but let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. About certain ore veins that had become exposed. In light of how starved for resources. How scarce natural resources were in Japan, there were hopes of this becoming a new important digging spot. Excavation? Is there a better word for digging? Mining. There we go. New important mining hub. There we go.そんなパワースポットかつ国が立ち入り禁止にして何やら調査しているとなれば、そりゃもう鬼のように世間の好奇の目を集め、基本オカルト好きのストレンジャーを吸い寄せては不法侵入での怒涛の逮捕劇が繰り返されている。基本オカルト好きのストレンジャーを吸い寄せては不法侵入の怒涛の逮捕劇。When you put this L I'm almost, I wouldn't say done, but there's only like 13 minutes left in the stream anyways, but thanks for the thought. そんなパワースポットかつwith the rising popularity of Shijojima Island as a power spot and the country declaring it off limits while sending in survey teams. The country's deployment of survey teams declaring the while restricting access to the area. Naturally, this drew the eye of the entire world. This naturally drew the eye of the entire world. It's worth dying for. Don't die. Yet. No, I'm kidding. I mean, everybody dies. Why am I continuing this? Anyways, this naturally drew the eye of the entire world. Occult lovers were Occult lovers all over. I'm struggling with this sentence. 基本オカルト好きのストレンジャーを吸い寄せては不法侵入。吸い寄せる draw in. Okay, why I'm struggling with this is because there are too many subjects in this sentence. Oh, 基本オカルト好き so out loving. No strangers. Oh, 吸い寄せて so draw in, attract. 不法侵入 illegal entry. Illegal, unlawful entry. Is that what you call it? What do you call it when you enter a country illegally? Illegal entry, right? Illegal entry. 怒涛の a rush of surging, yeah, so a rush of 逮捕劇 arrests が繰り返されている。繰り返されている means repeated. Now we got to put all this into a proper sentence. So, strangers who were fundamentally occult lovers. The fundamentally occult loving strangers. Fundamentally occult loving strangers were drawn huge number of occult loving strangers are attracted to huge number of occult loving strangers. Oops, sorry, bumped the mic. Became attracted in great numbers. Occult loving strangers became attracted in great numbers. With the innumerable attempts at illegal entry, prompting a rush of arrests. Not even a rush. 怒涛 So like rush. Is there a word with more oomph than rush? Come, give it to me. Blitz. A flood. Yeah, I think I like flood. A flood of arrests. That was alright. That sentence was alright. 8 out of 10 maybe. 7 out of 10 maybe. Anyways, moving on. And we are 4 minutes away from the end, so we will just do this next part and then be done with it. さすが日本政府もさらなる外国人流入によるこれ以上の混乱はまずいと焦ったらしく。さすがの日本政府。In spite of its characteristic slowness, in spite of its characteristic slow reaction time, L says his CS homework is killing his brain. Bro, I can't help you, man. I only took like C++. I promptly forgot it after the exam. I got like a D, I barely passed, and then I promptly forgot it. So I can't help you, man.これ以上の混乱はまずい。Even the Japanese government immediately realized things were to get any more chaotic, and therefore quickly passed emergency bill to limit 入国制限 limit entry to the country and legalize forced deportation. 不法滞在外国人は逮捕されたら本人の意思に関係なく陥落手続きで即座に強制送還だ。Once arrested, foreigners illegally staying in the country would be put through a simplified processing process. Simplified procedural processing, and then stuffed onto a plane regardless of his or her own will. 憔悴 旧事件から始まった国内の混乱は、さらなる事件によって結果的に収束に向かうことになった。遠からず東京の治安も戻っていくだろう。The 混乱、the confusion, the chaos, the disorder. Yeah. Disorder caused by the super water sphere incident was now effectively being resolved thanks to further disorder caused by a second big incident. 遠からず it was only a matter of time before public order would be restored to Tokyo. And with that, that is the end of today's stream. I need to get back to my own work. Translating Dungeon Busters today. That should be fun. It is always fun. So that's it. Unfortunately, as I've already announced everywhere, this chapter is not going up on the site next week. Won't be on the site for quite a few weeks. But we will continue this on the live stream next week. So tune in if you want to know. If you want a teaser and all that, and you want to get a fix. So tune in next week. Otherwise, check out my new series, Dungeon Busters on JNovel. Part 1 is free to read, so go check it out. And I'll always be on Discord. Feel free to ping me if there's anything. Hope you guys have a nice day, nice morning, nice afternoon, nice evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you again. Yes, I'll eat properly. You eat properly.